Today, let us go to a very important topic. Let me share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Defect life cycle. Okay. Till now, you understood what is defect and all. Okay.
Right.
So, my screen is shared, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, as of now, we understood what is defect. What is defect?
Deviation in the software from the expected behavior.
Okay. So, for each and every defect, one severity will be there now, and
Yep.
one priority will be there.
Priority. Mm-hmm.
So, what do you mean by severity and what do you mean by priority?
Priority basically means how soon we are going to fix the defect,
Okay.
and severity basically means the impact of the bug on the software's functionality.
Yes. Good. So, let us take an example of Flipkart. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There is an application called as Flipkart. I think you have written this defect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The cart, okay, when user try to add a product to the cart, not able to add the product to the cart. Yes or no?
Yes.
So as a test engineer, what you will do, you will open the Flipkart, you will try to add a product to the cart and you will go to the cart, but cart page is not opening. So as soon
Mm-hmm.
as you find a defect, okay, this is a defect. You found this defect. As soon as you found this defect or you find this defect, what is your first action is you have to
Document
immediately
it.
immediately log into defect tracking tool. What tool? Defect
Defect
tracking
tracking.
tool. So what do you mean by defect tracking tool? Okay, I think you heard a name called as Jira.
Mm-hmm.
Jira is a project management tool. Okay, so project, there are three types of tools. Let me explain you. One is
Mm-hmm.
project management tool. Okay, PMT. So
Mm-hmm.
project management tool is what means it consists of both test case management and also both defect tracking also. So project management tool means where you can write the test cases, okay? You can execute the test cases, you can track the defect, everything will
Mm-hmm.
be possible in one tool. That tool, so total project you can manage in a tool called as project management tool. For example, you can take it as a Jira. There is something called as ALM, okay? Application Lifecycle Management. It belongs to HP, okay? And nowadays, I think
What does this
uh,
TPMT mean?
Test Case Management Tool.
Okay.
There is a new tool in the market, ClickUp, okay? It is also a project management tool, basically. So ALM,
Which
Jira,
one is used more, Jira or ClickUp?
project management tools are ALM also, ClickUp also, Jira also.
No, my thing was which one is used the most?
Yeah, so as of now, Jira is using entire world.
Mhm.
Maybe another 1 or 2 years, ClickUp might come up because see everything is depending upon the license, right? How much it will cost.
Mm.
So
Okay.
Jira is if it is say ALM was there previously, good tool, but it is bit costlier.
Okay.
Once
And
after that,
DTT,
Jira,
and the
yeah,
full form for DTT is again?
defect tracking tool.
Okay, defect tracking tool.
Okay, so
And ALM again, please. The full
application
form.
lifecycle management.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So as soon as I finds the defect, if I am using a test case management tool, I can't track the defects. See, difference between test case management tool and defect tracking tool, I will tell. Test case management tool means where you can write the test cases and where you can execute the test cases. Okay, that is test case management. Directly it is telling you can manage the test cases. As soon as when you are executing the test cases, if the test case step is failed, then you have to log into defect tracking tool and you have to prepare a defect report. Okay. In a project management tool, definitely you can manage the test cases also, you can track the defect also, both will be included. Sir, then we can go for the Jira directly. No, yeah. So again, the license cost will be more. So in India, what we'll do, in a startup companies, only defect tracking we will take from Jira. And there is one more tool called as, um, I forgot the name, Test Trail. Okay. Test Trail is a test case management tool where both combined will take defect tracking as a different tool and a test trail as a test case management tool where the license cost will be less. So cost efficient companies will be there. They will go for the multiple tools to reduce the cost. Okay. So now let us see. As soon as you find a defect, immediately you should log into the defect tracking tool. After logging into the defect tracking tool, what you have to do is you
You
have to
document it.
create the new defect. What you have to do? You have to create the new defect report. Okay. Once you will create the defect report, unique ID will be generated. It means name for that particular defect. Unique ID. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. First defect will be 1, second will be 2. Like that, 100 defects are there, 100 unique names will be there. Because we will not tell every time that cart is not working. I will tell can you check the defect report of first? Or defect ID 1, can you check? It means cart defect only. For each and every defect, there will be one unique ID. Unique means, what do you mean by unique?
Basically, specific ID for one only.
Specific. So
Cannot
there
be
will be no
repeated.
duplicate. Okay. So you have to prepare the defect report. What is the defect report? Everything I will teach. Okay. Some defect report where, see, in the defect report, you have to mention the severity and you have to mention the priority as well. Okay. So as soon as you create everything, you enter everything, and if you click on submit button, see, you are creating the defect report. Once you create the defect report and click on submit, unique ID will be generated. As soon as unique ID will be generated, the status of the defect will be new or open. So if you see your WhatsApp, no, if you are going for any trip, what you will do, you will upload the status there. So assume you are coming to India, okay? So you want to spread that news. No need of calling everyone and telling, hey, I'm coming to India or something for your friends. Okay. So what you will do, basically, you will go to your status and you will upload, hey, India, here I am coming. Something like that you will upload. After 1 hour, what you will do, you will upload the airport photo. One selfie you will upload. Later, you will upload the flight photo. Later, landed in Delhi, something like that. Got it. So where and all you are traveling, that statuses you are uploading. Similarly, as soon as we track the defect, the new defect, see this is a fresh defect, right? So always the status will be new or open. Why I mentioned or open means I told you there are many tools. Few tools will tell it is a new defect, few tools will tell it is as a open defect. Got it? So as soon as the defect you got, what you have to do is you have to communicate defect to development lead. This is first time activity. First time if you find the defect, you don't know which developer is written the code. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So what you have to do, you have to communicate defect to development lead by keeping CC to test lead. Why, sir? Why we have to keep CC to test lead? Means the test lead should know what is happening in his team, right?
Right.
So you have to keep CC to test lead. Since you have sent this message with this report to our development lead, what he will do, he will go to the defect report. He will check, okay, severity is blocker, priority is P1. So this is a very important defect. He will check, see, obviously COT is very important. So what he will do, he will from new or open to what he will do, development lead assign. What he will do, he will assign that defect to, he will assign that defect to developer. To whom he will assign? We will assign the defect to developer. Sir,
Mm.
how we will assign means he is the one who is assigned the work to the developer, right?
Right.
So he knows which developer is responsible to fix the defect. So what development lead will do? Development lead will assign defect defect to development lead. But how we get to know whether he assigned or not? He will keep CC to test lead and test engineers. Okay. So we
Mm-hmm.
got to know that from this stage to the defect went to the next stage. So it is assigned. Now, I told you when I was teaching, as a test engineer, your duty is not only, finding the defect. You have to convince the developer to fix the defect. Okay, that is the next
Mm-hmm.
stage. Let us see that later. Now, what developer will do? Obviously, development lead assign the defect to developer, not development lead. Sorry, this is developer. D means developer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what developer will do? He will see the defect report. Oh, this is a defect. Okay. He will go to the code. Definitely. There will be a code. He will go to the source code. We don't know what is happening inside the code. He
Right.
will find the defect and he will fix the defect. Okay. Once after
Mm-hmm.
fixing the defect, he will update the status as fixed. Okay. See,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the status I am updating, no, new or open, is visible for everyone. Assign is visible for everyone. Everyone means the people who is present in the team, either development lead, test lead, or manager or business analyst. Anybody who is having access to the defect tracking tool, they can see
Mm-hmm.
what's going on. So, developer is fixed the defect basically. Yes or no? Developer
Mm-hmm.
fixed the defect and changed the status from assign to fix. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So this activity is done. Now, as a test engineer, we should know whether it is fixed or not, right? So what
Mm-hmm.
we will do as a test engineers,
We'll
as a test
retest it.
engineers, yes. So what we will do something called as retesting. What we'll do? We'll do something
Retest.
called as retesting. It is not only testing, this is retesting. Second time I'm doing. Who is doing the retesting? Test
The test. The test.
engineer is doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Test engineer is doing the retesting. If the defect is really fixed, it means if I am trying to add the product to the cart and I am
Mm-hmm.
going to the cart and clicking on that, so I can see the product there. Then I will close this. If everything is working fine, I will update the status as closed.
Close.
Once I upload the status as closed, I will communicate. Okay. I will communicate this news to
The team lead.
developer and development lead and test lead. These are the main characters, na? So they should know. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Understood?
Yep.
Assume when you are doing the retesting, if you are clicking on the cart is not working. Okay, you have done the retesting, cart is not working. Then what you will do? You will reopen the case. Got it? So once you reopen, what you will do again? You will communicate this to
Mm-hmm.
development lead and test lead. Understood?
Yep.
So this is what defect life cycle. This is how defect will go. This is
Mm-hmm.
how defect flow. Always the defect should start from new or open and the last status should be closed. Pretty easy, na?
Yeah.
Now, now actual problem is there here. Sometimes what developer will do, developer will tell this is an invalid defect. What developer will do? As soon as you assign the defect, na,
Mm-hmm.
he will tell this is an invalid defect. Got it? Invalid or rejected. So why he will tell, or in what scenarios he will see? If the flow is like this, then this is a perfect defect life cycle. But from new or open, developer status is fixed. You have to upload it as a fixed. Instead of fixed, he is making it as a invalid. Got it? Sometimes he will upload it as a duplicate. Got it? Sometimes he will upload the status as duplicate. Duplicate means the
Mm-hmm.
defect is already there, but still we are finding the same type of defect. Got it?
Yep.
Understanding? I will
Yeah.
explain you scenarios, everything. I will give an example. You will understand. Sometimes developer will tell. Sometimes the developer will tell issue is not reproducible. Got it?
Yep.
So sometimes instead of fixing, he will tell issue is not reproducible. Sometimes developer will tell defect cannot be fixed or I won't fix. Hey boss, I will not fix the defect. Got it? Directly is telling. Next, developer will tell this is not a defect. He will tell this is not a defect. This is a RFE. What is that? That is a RFE. RFE means request for enhancement. What is that? Request for enhancement. So how many status are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more status is also there. Okay. Sometimes developer will tell, where shall I write? Okay. Sometimes developer will tell deferred or I will fix the defect in next release or upcoming release. Got it? So
Yeah.
there are total 11 statuses are there. So always the status should start from new or open and it should end from the closed.
Uh-huh.
Instead of this, if the defect is staying in somewhere like duplicate, invalid, see in the company, 10 test engineers are fired. Okay, 100 or complete testing team is fired because the performance of the test engineer is not good. How can we calculate the performance of the test engineer means always you should find a valid defects, not an invalid. And there should not be any duplicates. And the issue should be reproducible. and defect developer should tell he will fix the defect, and developer will fix that immediately, not in the next release. Developer should tell it is not a RFE. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So this cycle is different cycle. Let us focus on this cycle later.
Okay.
This cycle, let us focus later by. Now you understood what is defect life cycle, right? So what do you mean by defect life cycle? As soon as you find the defect, immediately you log into defect tracking tool and you will prepare a defect report or create a defect report and generate a unique defect ID. Once after this is done, the status will be new or open. If you don't know the developer, see this is a developer, you don't know who is responsible to fix the defect, you can communicate this defect to development lead by keeping CC to test lead. Or directly you can assign the defect to the developer only directly. This step only not required. Directly you can assign the defect to the developer. Okay, developer what he will do, he will go to the source code, analyze the code and find the defect, fix the defect. Once after fixing the defect, he will change the status from assigned to fixed. After the status, he will communicate this to development lead, test lead and test engineer. Development development lead, here I have written, okay. Developer fix the defect and he will communicate, fix the defect and change the status from assign to fix, and also he will communicate status to test engineer by keeping, so this is how the company will work, okay, keeping CC to test lead and development lead. Got the clarity? So once after this step, this will be done. Next, what we will do, we will retest. As a test engineer, what we will do, we will do the retesting. So if the defect is fixed, then we will change the status as closed. If the defect is not fixed, we will do reopen. This entire cycle is called
Mm-hmm.
as defect life cycle. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, now take the screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
Done?
Yep.
Okay, if you need a notes, I can paste that because this is a theory concept, no? So yes, so this is the thing. Let me change the size to 40. Is it visible? Hello?
I'm trying to figure it out because I can see half the screen, but not the other half.
Now?
Oh, yeah, better.
Wait.
Mhm.
Okay, I think now.
Yeah.
Okay. So nothing, whatever I told when I was explaining the same story, it's there in
Yeah,
the notes, okay? Take the screenshot.
I did.
Good. So now let us see why developer will tell it is invalid or it is not a defect. Okay. So let us see this scenario one by one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take one simple example. There is a text field. Let me take name only. Oh, okay. Let me take, this is a name text field. You want to test the name text field. Okay. So the requirement says without requirement, can you test any software?
No.
The requirement says that it should accept 10 characters. Okay, it should accept 10 characters. So what do you mean by 10 characters?
As the
Can you tell?
username or like a combination of alphabets and numbers
Okay,
or alphanumeric characters.
okay, okay. So I can tell you that you know what do you mean by characters. Assume
Mm-hmm.
there is a fresher test engineer who thought characters means alphabets.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So what he will do, see, basically he misunderstood the requirement. What is done? So test engineer misunderstood the, one second. So he misunderstood the requirement. How he misunderstood the requirement? Let us see. Instead of characters, he understood it as an alphabet. So what he's done, he's entered 1, 2, 3 in the name. Since 1, 2, 3 is also a character, I don't know as a test engineer. So what I have done, I have prepared the defect report. See, once you prepare the defect report and once the unique defect ID is created, okay, you can't delete that. It is not possible to delete from the defect report. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
You have to communicate that to developer. Developer will see. Since developer know what is alphabet, what is character, everything is having idea, he will directly upload the status as it is an invalid defect. Got it? So
Yeah.
as soon as he apply the invalid defect, definitely it is our mistake. So your performance will go down. What will happen? Your
Mm,
performance will go down. So they got opportunity to fire us. That is the thing. Got it? This is
yep.
one example. Next, have you installed any applications in your laptop? Do you have a MacBook or do you have a normal Windows laptop?
Windows laptop.
Good, very good. So if I think Geo app is there, Geo, whatever the meeting app is there, no, that you are using web
Yeah.
application, I think, but it is the
Mhm.
app. Show Meet app is also there. Okay. So in that app, as soon as you download, or if you are trying to install any application, for example, once the download is completed, as a next step, what you have to do, it will open the pop-up saying that install. Yes or no? What you will
Yeah.
do, there is a button called as install. You will click on the install button. As soon as you click on the install button, you will get a three options. Some story will be there like terms and conditions, something and all will be there. Okay. And you will get a
Mm-hmm.
three options here. Uh, next, next, previous, and one more is finish. Okay, it is means installation. When you are trying to install, there are many steps. If you click on next, no, it will go to the next step. There are some other things you have to fill there. Again, you have to click on next. Later, it will show you directly a finish button. But in the same page, there is already a finish button. So instead of going for the next, you just clicked on the finish. So because of that, the app is not installed properly. Got it? Or partially the app is installed. Many programs are not installed. So you'll open the Geo Meet. You click on the Geo Meet. The page will open and you are trying to enter into the meeting or join the meeting. You are clicking on join meeting button. The button is not working. The button is not working. So what you will do, you will fill it as a defect. Yes or no, button is not working, na? So
Yes.
directly prepare the defect report. Generate the unique defect ID. Communicate to developer. Since developer know how to install properly, he will go to next, next, next. He will click on finish. He will try to join to the meeting. He is joined successfully. So if he is joined successfully, then it is not a proper defect, na? So he will update it is not a defect or invalid. So if you get that status done, so second time your performance gone down. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So take these two examples, photo, screenshot.
Yeah, done.
Done, good. So let us take one more example. Uh, Let me take WhatsApp only, or Facebook. Let me take, or okay, WhatsApp. Okay, in WhatsApp, there are few features such as chats, status, calls, and there is something called as scan, scan QR. Something is there. There is a photo or camera, and there is something called as settings. So many features are there. Okay. So in this, see what are the test engineer will make the mistakes. That is what I'm talking. Okay. So you
Mm-hmm.
have taken a long leave in the company, maybe 3 to 5 days. You are coming to India, so you have taken 5 days leave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or 6, 7, 10 days. Okay, long leave you have taken. So what happened in the company? The companies decided that as of now, the scan QR code is not required. This is the particular feature which is removed from the requirement. Got it? Or something is added. Anything. Something is added, removed, or modified in the requirement. You don't know. You have completed your long leaves and you came back to your company.
Okay.
You installed the WhatsApp. WhatsApp you installed. You have not attended the meetings, also regular meetings, because you are in India, timing will not match properly. So you have missed. You have taken permission, okay, but still you have
Mm-hmm.
missed. You checked the charts, it's working fine. You checked the status working fine. Calls working fine. Next will be scan QR. Why scan QR will be there? To log into the WhatsApp web. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So a scan QR is there since the application is not having this feature. This feature is not there, not developed by the developer. Okay. Why not
Mm-hmm.
developed? It is removed from the requirement.
Right.
Oh, I will see the applications, camera is there, settings is there, everything is there, scan QR is not there. Immediately log into the defect tracking tool. Okay. And prepare the defect report. Communicate to developer. Developer will tell you have no update on what is going in the company. That scan QR is already removed from the requirement. So this is a invalid defect. So as soon as you got the messages invalid defect, no, gone. Got it?
Yep.
Understood? Huh? There is
Mm-hmm.
one more scenario as well. The extra feature is added. Say you went for the long leaves. Scan QR was not there in the requirement. They have added that. You don't know. You are thinking some extra feature is added. you will log it as a defect tracking tool. Got it?
Yeah.
So these are the chances where developer can tell that it is a invalid or defect, invalid or rejected. There is no other chances. You got it. Either you should misunderstanding the requirement, or you are not attending a proper meetings. What is going on the company? You are not attending that, or you are not install the software properly.
So
So
in such a
these,
situation, if the requirements are changed,
yeah,
who is responsible to communicate to the tester? Like somebody has to be responsible. They know like the person is out and
yeah.
has not
So
attended the
so
meetings.
so it is your thing. Why I will tell? It is your mistake only. Yeah, you are in the leave. I know that. Once you back to the office, what is your first thing?
To
Using
recheck
mobile
the
chatting
requirement.
or something, wasting time or whatever you want to do, you can do that. No. Always what you have to do, you should go to your lead, you should get the updates. Or, in Agile, there are regular meetings. Got it? I will teach you
Yeah.
Agile also.
Hmm.
Basic Agile is enough for you, okay? I mean, how to behave in the company. There will be
Hmm.
regular meetings where you can justify yourself that you have a complete update on what is going on in the company. See,
Hmm.
if you are not asking, your lead will not call you. It is not their
Got you.
responsibility. Got it? So you have to go and you have to get the updates from them.
Okay.
So these are the things where developer will tell it is invalid. Now let us go. Developer will tell duplicate defect. Why developer will tell it is a duplicate defect? I am a test engineer 1, you are a test engineer 2. Okay.
Hmm.
So there is a feature charts. There is a feature status. Okay. There is a feature calls. There is a feature called as register. Register to WhatsApp. Okay. So these two features are ready for testing now. These two developed. So register is given to me, charts is given to you, or vice versa. Okay. So who assigned the features to you? You are a test engineer 1, I am a test engineer 2. Who assigned the features to you?
Say that again.
Who assigned these features to us? This register and charts.
The team lead.
Yeah, test lead is assigned the features to us. Okay. So since register is assigned to me, what is my activity? I have to enter the valid mobile number. I should get the OTP and I should log in and I have to check. Okay, it is working fine. Later I have to
Hmm.
enter the invalid mobile number and I have to check. Yes or no? Later I will
Yeah.
just leave it as a blank. I will I will leave it as a blank and I will click on
Test.
register button. I will check. There are many possibilities of checking. Okay. So
Right.
when I was doing that, my test engineer to what they have done, since I am entered the valid mobile number and I'm clicking on the login button, some notification or something is missing. Okay. So what test engineer 2 thought that anyhow register button is having a issue, that is it's not showing confirmation message. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Let me track it as a defect. Got it? Because I
Hmm.
have to get the credits from the team. So I have prepared the defect report and I have communicated that to the developer. This is a report, let us take, and I have communicated this to the developer. As soon as developer will see this defect report, he will update the status as a duplicate. Why, sir? See, is
Because this was already reported by the other person. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
hello? Am I audible?
Now you are. Seems like you were disconnected.
Yeah, due to some network issue. Okay. So, as a test engineer one, this is my feature. Register is my feature. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How to test my feature? That is, I am doing. Test engineer to feature is charts. Instead of testing his feature, he came to my feature and is test and is thinking that I don't know about this defect and is tried to track it as a defect. So directly he got an update from the developer. It is a duplicate. Now nobody can save you because it is my job. Anyhow, I tracked the defect, but you only make this type of scenario. You only created this scenario. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
face in the company.
So
So
now, what
this
is
is
the
hap
best?
so
What
this
is
is
the
hap
best?
yeah. Ask.
What What is the best way to avoid these kinds of mistakes? Like
Yes, very good.
you should be reading your requirements like properly.
No, that is
Uh-huh.
fine. See, sometimes in a company, it is possible, like you can track the defects of others also. But before that, there is a rule. Okay. In a defect report,
Uh-huh.
okay, let me give you an idea of defect tracking tool, how it will looks. Okay. Let us say this is a defect tracking tool page where here there is something called as create issue or create defect.
Uh-huh.
There will be a button CREAT.
TE.
Sorry. Okay. There is a
Uh-huh.
create defect will be there. There is something called as search. Okay. There is a
Uh-huh.
search button will be there. There is some filters. Okay. So in the company, day by day, day by day, day by day, improvement came. Later, we have, as a test engineer, we have changed our defect lifecycle flow. Like as soon as I find the defect, I will log in to my defect tracking tool. This is my home page. Okay. In the home page, what I can see, I have some filters like status. Status is there. Okay. Assigned to is there. Created by is there. So many filters are there. Okay. And also there is a search button. Directly instead of going and clicking on the create button,
Uh-huh.
create defect instead of creating, see, once the defect report is created, done. You can't do anything, you can't delete. Before that,
Yeah.
search, there is search field is there where you can pass some keywords matlab, see, I am facing a defect in the cart, right? Or no
So
defect
you
in the
can just put in the word card.
register. Yeah, register. I will type register notification.
Uh-huh.
Yes or no? Notification only, not seeing. I mean, some error message or notification confirmation message is not visible. I will enter here. I'll click on search button. As soon as I click on that one, how many defect reports are created on register and notification? You will get a list. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that you will get. First, you have to verify there is any duplicate defect. So if there are no duplicate defects, then only you have to create the defect. So as a test engineer, according to our defect lifecycle, as soon as you log into the defect tracking tool, create a defect report. Now, the update for that, we got a search text field stating that search for a duplicate defect. Okay, search for a duplicate defect. If there is no duplicate defect, then only create the defect report. Then only give severity, priority, and all. Later only generate the unique defect ID. This is how you can avoid the duplicate scenario. Second one, I told you to keep CC, right? In the defect report, I told you to keep CC to test lead.
Right.
Along with that, you can keep CC to all the test engineers also. Keeping CC to no worries, right? Everybody will get the mail. So as soon as you find the defect, assume test engineer 1 found a defect and he kept the CC. Test engineer 2 is available or he is aware of what is the defect which is got by the test engineer 1 or found by the test engineer. So you would have not created this duplicate type of issue. This is how we can avoid the duplicate. That is one of the scenario by keeping CC.
By keeping
Next,
everybody in the loop.
yeah, loop. Next, third one is, see,
Mm-hmm.
there will be a meetings daily, as I told.
Mm-hmm.
Just whatever the defects you are finding in the meeting, okay, communicate or you went to drink a coffee or something in the company. That time you only discuss with your team. Understood?
Right.
So this is how you can avoid the duplicate. This is how you can avoid the duplicate. So you understood always
Yep.
which feature is assigned to you that you have to test, or if you find any defect before that or while you are testing some other feature, it's okay, you can track the defect, but always you should search for a duplicate defect, or you can directly ask the test engineer to, hey boss, chats, no, in the chats, some notification is not working. If you tell him, definitely will tell, okay, track the defect. He will not tell, hey, it is my defect, why you track? No, not like that. In India, only the type of politics is there. Got it? It is my area, my property, you should not come. But
Mm-hmm.
in other states, no, in other countries, hey, if it is wrong, then do it. If it is right, got it. If you are tracking a defect, that's okay, fine, track it. That is the thing.
Okay.
So you can search also, or you can get the regular meeting updates as well. So these are the three scenarios for the duplicate. Understood? Take the screenshot.
Yeah, done.
Done. This one. I will guide you defect report also, how to create defect and all. I will guide you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will give you access to the tool,
Okay.
and I will guide you. Once this complete process will complete, later I will guide you. Okay. So there are another 4 5 statuses, right? So let me see what is the next status. Defect is duplicate. Defect cannot be fixed, or I won't fix the defect. So defect can't be fixed, or I won't fix. What is the meaning of this? I'm not able to fix or I won't fix. Got it? So what is the scenario? Let me explain you one scenario.
Mm-hmm.
If you download something called as your bank transaction. Okay, if you download a back transaction report, okay, understood? The report will be downloaded in the form of Excel. Am I correct? The Excel format it will download, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a defect with the Excel. My application, bank application is working fine, boss. I can able to download the report. The report is generated. When I click on Excel, no, one of the column is missing, or something is missing, or overlapping of the Excel is there. Or I will tell you one story. In Excel, there will be around 64,000 lines. How many? 64,000 rows will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So let us take Ambani as an example. You know Ambani, right?
Right.
Ambani. I don't know his spelling only. Okay. So this fellow is doing daily so many transactions, not one or two.
Mm-hmm.
Almost around 30-40% of Indian business is only ruling.
Right.
Okay. So if you want to download his monthly statements means only 64,000 transactions is done.
Mm-hmm.
No, right? More than 2 crores is done.
Okay.
So if you want a complete report, 2 crores transactions is done. So you
Mm-hmm.
want how many transactions list, all 2 crore people, how many amount is sent, because you have to file the taxes and all, so much procedure is there. So only 64,000 transactions are visible because
Mm-hmm.
the Excel is having the basic format of Excel is having only 64,000 rows only. Okay, I am working in a Bank of America, right? Bank of America in that software company. I'm working in a software company and the project is a Bank of America project. So Bank of America project is taken the basic Excel only. Basic Excel consists of 64,000 rows. But Ambani needed 2 crore transactions, means he needed 2 crore rows page. Is it possible to developer can develop Excel in my company? Is it possible?
No.
This is a third party application. We have paid some amount to the Microsoft and we purchased this Excel and we kept that Excel in our application. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I can do is I can go to Microsoft. I can ask him, boss, 64,000 rows is not possible. At least I need 1 crore rows of the sheet or complete transactions sheet I need. Excel I need. So that what will happen from the software company and the Microsoft, there will be a meeting. They will discuss. Obviously, we have to pay extra for that, and we have to buy the license for the Excel with the 2 crore lines. Got it? Later only we
Mm-hmm.
can give the transaction, whatever the yearly monthly transaction to Ambani. So this type of issue, developer cannot be fixed. Got it?
Right.
Because defect is from the Excel,
Beyond the
from the
scope.
third
Yeah.
party sources, not from the coding. So they will tell defect cannot be fixed or I won't fix the defect.
Yeah, because it's beyond his scope.
Yeah. So technology itself, it's not supporting. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Is not supporting. Technology itself, if it is not supporting, then what we can do? We can't do anything. Got it?
Yep.
Take the screenshot.
Yeah, done.
Done. Good. So let us see. Defect cannot be fixed. Next, there is a defect in the root of the product. What do you mean by root of the product means? Everything developer will write in a code. So the code will be like a structured code, okay? Like this, it will be structured like a branches code. Keep on going, okay? So what will happen in the company? There is a minor defect. What type of defect? minor defect in the root of the product, root of the code. Let me tell. Root of the code means what? Very basic place. Okay. Let us take an example of Excel only. Simple. I'm giving you simple random example to make you to understand. Okay. There is Excel. Okay. So there is a minor defect. Minor defect means what? Some overlapping is there. Can you see here? So whenever a developer is trying to fix this, see, this overlapping is not affecting anybody. You can do Excel calculations, everything is working fine. Got it? So all
Mm-hmm.
the rows are there, all the columns are there, everything is fine. But in when you see that look and feel, that time what is happening? One second. When you see that the look and feel something, some extra line is added here.
Mm-hmm.
So developer is trying to decode it, but it is not possible for him. Okay. Since it is a minor defect, if we try to fix this, it will affect all the cells. This is one cell, this is one cell, right? So it is affect all the cells. It means what I'm telling, there is a minor defect present in the software. If developer is trying to fix that, it will affect the entire software. Understood? Huh?
Right.
I'm just giving you example as a Excel, but take some other application. Okay. So that time developer will tell boss, if I fix the defect, no, then trouble is there. So defect cannot be fixed or I won't fix the defect. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Understood? So this
Yeah.
is one of the example for defect is, I mean, it is not, what is that? Defect cannot be fixed or I won't fix the, got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So same example, let me tell you with one more simple thing. Okay. There is a
Okay.
defect. This type of similar minor defect is there. To fix that defect, developer need at least 8 hours. How many hours? 8.
8 hours.
Okay. At least 8 hours required to fix the defect. It means entire day is required to fix the defect. And that is a minor defect. So instead of wasting that much time, he can implement his time to develop some other feature or any P1 type of defects, he can invest his time, he can fix it. It will be profitable for the company instead of fixing this type of minor defects. Got it? I showed you one example na, that day, yesterday, I think. If you go to the LinkedIn or in what is it, Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
I showed you a simple example. No? So this is a link where underline is not there. So to write the code for this, it might take some time. Got it? So
Mm-hmm.
developer is not interested. Instead of that, what he is doing is focusing on some other issues. So that time he will tell defect cannot be fixed or I won't fix. So I can give you one sentence. Cost of fixing the defect is more than the cost of the defect. The cost of the defect will be $1, but cost of fixing the defect, 8 hours of development time means maybe around some $1,000. So for $1, can you spend
Mm-hmm.
$1,000 in a company?
No.
Never. So that time developer will tell defect cannot be fixed or I won't fix the defect. Got it? Hello?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay, so let us stop the class here. Okay.
Okay, and we are gonna continue this tomorrow.
Yeah, we will continue this tomorrow, or Shivu sir will take, because I am having a office tomorrow.